And we should be live. Just gonna do a couple things because not all my social medias are schedulable. I'm going to post the rules real quick. And I am going to what's the name of that in English again? Talk about the elephant in the room. Acknowledge. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. I'm going to acknowledge the elephant of the room. The avatars are not there today. Welcome to the Shiro Show. Hi, Coco. So, yeah, I'm going to acknowledge the elephant in the room. The avatars are not there. I tried to boot up the software for the avatars. But for some reason, it now decides that it wants to be full screen, which completely, let's be honest, messes up the display on screen. I can't get it back into a window mode. I tried. I don't know why it refuses to work. And because we're not allowed to have nice things, it decided to do that. Like, I tested it a couple times this week. Booted it up, worked well, turned it off. But just like today, right before the stream, it decides it wants to go completely full screen, completely ruining my display. So we are forced to not have avatars today. I don't know if I'll ever be able to fix the problem. Stream avatars has been giving me a lot of problems by the end of the year, last year. So I don't know what we're going to do with that. On some good news, hello, welcome to the first live stream of the year. This is Shiro, your host. Despite everything, I'm still in a decent mood. And Lord, is it really despite everything? Oh my God, are you serious? Okay, we're back. There's been a couple upgrades on my app, and as with everything, it's only now it decides to tell me about them. So usually what happens is on the first Saturday or the second, depending, of the month, I do the color challenge. The colors are not decided by me. The subjects are not decided by me. Not even what I pick is decided by me. The only thing I do here is draw. And of course on Sundays there's the weekly bootleg cookie update. So as for this one, let's get started. I got the list right here. There. Got the list right here of what we're going to use. Now the original Olo marker colors are G01 Jedi Glass, OR 2.2 Shrimp, and OR 3.2 Cashew. Hex codes A4D7BC. F79D88, D8B49A. Bingo. And what I decided to go my closest approximations to the colors that I have on hand, because I don't have Olo markers, because I am not, well, I'm not sponsored by them, but I'm not sponsored by anybody. But it would be nice to be sponsored, let me tell you. Because you guys are costing me something, let me tell you. So for for Jedi Glass, I picked G420. What is it? Green Shadow. YR070 Light Orange. And E280 Sand White. And the equivalent in, come here, you chameleon liners. We have a BG3 turquoise, comme on dirait en français. BR2 hot cocoa. That's BR1. We want BR2. You know, Chameleon never replied to my email about the ability to buy these by the unit. And honestly, that kind of really pisses me off. And BR1 taupe. So we'll see what we're going to be doing with that. So, this weekend we have 6 different prompts. I'm going to put this to the side right away and grab a sip of water, because stressing out like this and being in permanent pre-hypertension really works up as a thirst. Water. Delicious. I'm just going to move this away. This is my soft acrylic pencil board. I don't use it on camera because, as you saw, it's incredibly shiny. I am also using my new extension block to power my phone, which is currently filming. And the wire is actually not in the way for once, which was the whole point of buying this. Well, receiving it for Christmas, because I'm spoiled rotten. I'm spoiled rotten for gifts, I'm spoiled rotten for computer bugs. Oh, I got everything for me. So, just gonna move, I don't need this anymore, I listed the colors. Just gonna move the card here. Getting the Wheel of Morality into sight, which is also very shiny. You know what time it is, folks? Wheel of Morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we shall learn. And we start with my character Taco meeting... It just says meets Grem, but the whole prompt is meeting Gremlin Mickey. Because in case you were under a rock this past week, Steamboat Willie, Mickey, Plain Crazy, and... something Go Show, I'm trying to remember the name, fell into public domain. So one version of Mickey is in public domain, and that's the version of Mickey we will be drawing today. Since it's 2 characters, I'm gonna see if I can reach for some horizontal cards. I still got some. Come here. Come here. Come here. Still featuring the old logo, but that's okay. Is the same person behind it? Is that just one? Yeah, it's just one. Okay, let's go. If anybody was wondering about my pencil sharpener, pencil sharpener comes from somewhere in China, but last time I checked, at like yesterday I believe, it was in Toronto right now, so it should be here by this week. If you guys want to see it, see how it works, see it in actual action instead of being told, oh yeah, it's coming, yeah, so's Christmas. Mickey without gloves specifically. Yeah, Mickey without gloves. Now we're going to hide that slide, and we are going to go for my reference folder, because I stopped being an idiot. And here we go. Here's the one that I went for. This is literally Mickey, a slide from Plain Crazy. He doesn't even have shoes. That's the one I'm going to draw, because that's as much control as I have on these prompts. I'm gonna sharpen up my pencil a little bit. My mother, that I'm not the only one to love. I know you guys also love her because she is precious. Out of the blue, earlier today, asked me if she could buy my green brush rinser. Well, ask me. She basically said, order the pink brush rinser that you wanted and sell me your green one. And I was like, what? Why? What's going on? Mom has taken up journaling. And honestly, I'm thrilled. I'm glad that she has a hobby other than just watching TV and nothing else. Like that shiv. Yeah, I don't do it as sharp as a shiv anymore. I think what I really need to do is change the blade in that sharpener. I got spare blades, I'm fine with that. But she kind of ordered me to do it. And I was like, well, I'm just going to order the pink one, and then you reimburse me for that, and then we share the green one until it arrives, because it's coming straight from Spain, and it might take like 2 months. So if I want to use my brush rinser, we're gonna have to share. And she was like, okay. Am I in the shot? I gotta make sure I'm in the shot. I love my new extension block. Extension block. It's 1 extension cord instead of 2. It's not all tied up in dangerous knots around my desk. It's like right there up there in the corner. And it's got plugs on each side of the cube, and on top and on the sides facing me, there are 3 USB ports and 1 USB-C port, I believe. Either way, my phone is charging and there's less chances of fire. So there's that. So, the drawing is not going to be canon anyway, so I'm going to draw Taco and Mickey in the same size. Because if we assume that Pete is the size of an adult, then Taco would be much smaller than Mickey. Since Mickey is the size of a child, Taco is normally the size of a cat. But for the purpose of the picture, I'm going to draw Taco and Mickey the same size. Taco is very small. I'm going to draw regular Taco. I do have a rubber hose version of Taco, but I want to draw his normal version because it's been a while. I don't draw Taco as often anymore. I'm still riding that high of the artist Dadotronic, or just Dado, on Twitter, accepting to sketch him for fun. And here's the thing about Taco, it's not important, it's not that important that you stay on model with him. That's actually a thing. Like, you know how it's very hard for people in the Sissone universe, Sissone by Lee Newman, that it's hard for them to know how to pronounce Sissone. Well, it's apparently very hard for people to view Taco the way I draw him. And honestly, I find that very interesting. Taco is a nymph, and in some circles he can be seen as a type of fae. And fae are notorious tricksters, and he is a trickster, so yeah, that's probably what's happening. It's his magic taking over. That was a pint-sized container of piss and vinegar. I know you meant piss, but just the piss is even funnier because he's so small, he's not even worth the entire word. Uh-huh! Oh, that was too high-pitched. Usually, I did a really good Mickey last night. Ah, the perils of having a feminine voice box. So yeah, I'm sorry about this and the avatars, the on-screen avatars. The program is just going weirder and weirder, and I don't know what's going on with it. Whoops. I said the cable was out of my way, but I still run a good chance of hooking it. First live stream of the year, and already it's riddled with problem, and I hook my camera, and of course I do. Would it be a Shiro stream without something going horribly wrong? Touch wood in case something goes worse. Ooh, that's good. I hope you guys can hear the music, because I can't hear it, and I'm having the time of my life, but I don't want to put it too loud because, well, let's be honest, I struggle with loud sounds and music. But at the same time, there's no reason for like 80% of female artists on YouTube to talk like they're in ASMR mode all the time. Because the problem with that, and I know why they do it gets views. I get it. The size and ears are similar anyway. It's like a magical chihuahua almost. But, like, I'm trying to listen to what they're saying, especially when it's a tutorial, an art tutorial. And they talk so gently. But not even that close to the microphone, so I have to put the volume really high. And they got that nice little piano music in the back, and then you hear every scratch and every tap. And suddenly is a new Toyota Tacoma 2025 at the top of the line. Because of course ads. That's the part that annoys me. That's why I don't like ASMR style videos. And this is where I noticed that they wear the same type of pants. Well, at least this version of Mickey. I'm not putting too much detail right now because I know I'll be filling all that up with markers later on, so yeah. Speaking of, time for the nice and sweet part of rolling, rolling, rolling the eraser on the drawing. Rub, 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 rub. They're both tiny, they both have tails, they both have big ears. They're both black and white. They both wear short shorts. A lot of similarities I didn't even notice because Mickey was like the furthest part. It was the furthest thing away out of my mind when designing Taco. Taco is a mix of the webcomic's main character, Zebra Girl, and a mini blend from Legend of Zelda, not Minish Cap. Are they mini blend and Minish Cap? I don't remember. But from Wind Waker, there we go. I may have played a little too many Zeldas, kinda. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna draw Mickey brown. Closest thing I can do to old style coloring when you actually have colors and can't just do a drawing in black and white because that is not part of the challenge. So I'm gonna do Taco in greens. Those of you familiar with Taco lore be like, yeah, we know. But then I will use my brown to line art and color Mickey. Mickey, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey! Hey, Mickey! Oh, look, a cease and desist. Probably from Colombia, I don't know. So, for those of you not familiar with the way Taco's body works, he is an old character now. He has no nose, but he can taste and he can breathe. he has a type of nostril, well, two of them, on the inside of his palate that he licks to keep moist, and that's how he smells. He is, of course, capable of breathing through his mouth if he's out of breath. But for casual breathing, he absorbs air through his horns, as they are spongy. It also allows him to breathe underwater as long as he doesn't overexert himself. So, breathing underwater is more of a stealth thing than a sports thing. And for those complaining about being realistic, look at him. Clearly, realism is not part of the plan when it comes to Taco. He has a spot round spot in the middle of his back, the only actual round spot on him. The rest is diamonds. He has more round spots if you count his eyes. Also, he can see through all his eyes. He has 3. These 2 are regular. This one is actually his mana control. So basically, he does have magic. He has a magic well. When his eye is open, that's when he absorbs the mana through sunlight. When he closes it is when he can use his magic. It's possible for imps to learn all types of magic, but they are all born usually with a personal spell. Taco's personal spell is whatever he grabs. He can will it to become bigger and hard. Please stop giggling. And then he can use it as a weapon. You might get to see Taco in a comic soon enough. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Giggle, giggle. Where Christmas stuff is still up in the house, I'll let this one slide. I didn't stream most of, for the second half of December. And we now have 3 viewers. Hello, other viewers. There we go. Now we got there. hang this one up to dry, and we'll see what the next prompt is. We have 3 more to draw. I don't know which ones I'll draw. The wheel of morality will decide. Also, don't forget, little sippy of water, because it's important to stay hydrated when all you do is draw and talk for an hour and a half, if not 2 hours. And yeah, I move around, so if my voice quality changes, that's why. I don't have a lavalier microphone. Alright, let's see. Back to you. Wheel of morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we shall learn. And it is a daisy playing with a big balloon. Yeah, we all know that's probably another fetish thing, right? So for this one, I am going to take a vertical card. Sorry, but I'm probably going to do it again. See, told you. Did you guys see on my social medias? Because, well, I was supposed to post it on Instagram, but it came out so good I had to share it everywhere. My spawn piece. I'm so proud. At this point, I never really cared about winning the contest. Because it's an art contest, and as we all know, art contests are free spec work. And honestly, if they want covers, they should pay us. And they're saying, we'll pay you with exposure. But I decided to participate specifically because I knew it was only for exposure. It was like a willing sacrifice of my fees, just so I could have a nice pawn piece to show off on my social media. And that's exactly what happened, because I did not expect that nice a piece. We have 4 viewers now. Hello, viewer. Hello, new viewer. If you guys had any idea of the internal monologue going in my head when I'm working on a difficult piece. Because, like, I love the brush stroke effect I have going on Spawn himself. On the blue of his quote-unquote skin? Armor? Question mark? But in my head, it was like, don't blend, don't blend, don't blend, don't blend, don't blend. Do not blend. You want the brush strokes. Oh, that was hard on the system. That's gonna be a shadow. Can I move this lamp a little bit? So you guys still have the light, but I don't have it. Technical difficulties. There we go. Okay, I can actually see what I'm doing now. And I'm doing terrible. So for Christmas, I received WarioWare's Move It and Super Mario Wonders. Did not expect to get both. I just wrote down whatever I wanted on my list, told Mom to stick to a budget. The budget was apparently very high. Super Mario Wonder is so pretty, and it's actually so fun to explore. And I like that there's different difficulties within each level and not just increasing. Well, it is technically increasing because earlier levels don't have like 4-star levels hidden in them. But like if you get enough Semillas Maravillosas in each world, you can beat the world, and then you just come back later if you want to beat the more difficult levels. And yes, I said Semillas Maravillosas because I got my Switch in Spanish mode again, so I can practice my Spanish. Interesting thing that I found. Whoops. I don't know if it's because I booted the game in English first, but the NPCs all have Spanish sounds, like "hola!" stuff like that. I just sounded like Gabriel Iglesias for half a second there. But the playable character, or at least my Luigi, he uses English words. So on the one hand, it really feels like I'm exploring, like I'm a tourist exploring another land. On the other, I'm wondering if it's on purpose, or if it's laziness, or if it's just some weird shit going on. Because I had also started my game of Tears of the Kingdom in Spanish. So of course everything was Spanish, but then I had to change my Switch back to English for a while. And the text was all in English, but the audio stayed in Spanish. So that was interesting. Stare in the frame. It's gonna be easier. Whoops, not you. My good tack paste is gray. My malleable eraser is gray. I think you guys can understand what my problem is. But I keep mixing them up, even if their containers are not only completely different, but my kneaded eraser literally has kneaded eraser written on it. So I don't know what's going on with my brain. But then again, I'm ADHD, so maybe I know what's going on with my brain. Also, I will often complain about people using their kneaded eraser to rub. Pay no attention to me when I do that. You are perfectly allowed to use it to rub instead of just roll. That's just me being a nitpicky little annoying bitch. It's like the ASMR female artist. That's just me being difficult. But like, sound mix a little bit, please. Make sure you're at a decent volume, even if you're whispering. So that I'm not like savagely attacked by an ad for life insurance or something. But I'm desperately trying to figure out if you're talking about lining with a pencil or with a pen, because I can't freaking hear you. Oops. Don't you love hearing me say oops whenever I work? I don't. Let's put her up to dry and get back to the two gremlins. This year's theme for me is to be a pain in the ass. Whenever I find a place to submit my stuff, I'm going to submit it. That's why I participate in Sponuary. Because quite honestly, I really don't care if I win or lose. As long as somebody that works in comics saw the piece. I mean, I like Spawn. I would have drawn him at some point anyway. I also submitted myself to be a partner of Liquitex, because as we all know, I'm a hoe for Liquitex. I'm not using any Liquitex products right now, but you guys should know how much I love Liquitex. Come here, you. Just recently, because I was a good NB, I have some reward points racked up on my credit card, and I got myself a gift card to Amer de Serre, which is an art supply store that is slowly raising back up in my esteem. Because they got better at wrapping their art supplies. And two of the things that I ordered of my à moi de moi gift, oh, you're looking a little better today, is this quinacridone magenta and this neutral gray 5. Now the neutral gray 5 is acting really weird. You guys can probably see that they both kind of act like very liquidy paints, but the gray is just really, really weird compared to the magenta. I don't know if that's normal. I don't mind having to mix my bottles of ink every time before I use them. I'm just saying the gray is like very, very sediment-like. They both froze on their way here. When I unwrapped them, they were like two little toxic popsicles in their glass bottle. Fill her up. We'll get to the other prompts after we're done. That's how this works. We do 2 prompts, we finish them up, and then we do 2 more prompts, we finish them up. We have a good time, we chat. You guys are allowed to talk too, you know? There's a reason the chat window is in the screen. It's just heavily regulated because we tend to get some jerks sometimes. And we don't like jerks, do we? We just want to sit here and have a good time watching an idiot draw. Oh, there's a tangent here. I don't like that. Well, that's my own fault. I'd pay better attention, but I've got back pain from carrying this entire conversation by myself. I'm laughing, but it's true. This is really nice. Seriously, I can't say enough good things about Ohuhu markers. Especially since they decided to offer refills, because really that's the only real thing that kept me on Copics. I still have all my Copics. But if there's something that really kept me on Copics is the fact that they were refillable. I can ban y'all if you misbehave. Yeah, exactly. Coco's here, so you're allowed to talk. All I'm asking is that you guys behave. Coco has all the power. Also, I'm pretty sure I opened up all the necessary permissions on my Discord for you guys to actually enjoy being there. I am here just having coffee. I cannot have coffee. Coffee puts me to sleep. The only time I can have coffee and somewhat remain awake is when I have iced coffee. Iced coffee is good. But then again, it's 50-50. Either I'll fall asleep or I'll be even more annoying. Which, as was noted earlier, is the whole point of this year. This year's resolution be an absolute pain in the ass. Until I get what I want. What is it that I want? That's for me to know and for you to find out. Took my time, made sure I wrote 24. Fa-la-la-la-la. And here you have it, the first official traditional art of 2024. Yay! I'm going to mute the sound real quick, guys. I need to sneeze and blow my nose. There we go. Oh, that's so nice. Veteran cartoonist reposted my post about the challenge, live stream challenge that I'm doing right now. That's very nice of him. Okay, so I just checked my Twitter and I just learned, because you guys know I also work on Smack, very, very popular fan comic. And we are currently looking for a voice actor for several characters, including Chemical. I'm not voicing Chemical, even if she's based on me, for the sole reason that I'm already busy enough without having to voice myself in my own comic. I just feel that Chemical has a scratchier voice than I do, and I don't want to talk like that. That's going to ruin my voice that is already pretty bad. And we have 103 submissions. I just learned that. Gabe sent me that like 15 minutes ago. Eager to hear your thoughts. So yeah, I'm going to reply to that real soon. 103 submissions. And probably a lot of them are for Chemical. Whoa. Starting to think that maybe people like me. I'm gonna get a big head, you guys. Bigger than I already have. I mean, my art does help a bit, I would admit. But like Gabe has like some great writing. For those wondering if there will be more Smack comics. That will depend entirely on the budget, because I need to eat, and you gotta pay me for me to eat. You know what? I'm gonna do the entire bubble, that turquoise, but then I will layer some brown and or red orange on the shadow where her body is. For those, and you know, it's not just a budget thing. We do have some sort of a schedule going on. It's on my YouTube channel. Video called Smack Direct that we did either last year or the end of the year before. I have no concept of time anymore. That's what happens when you're old. But yeah, the next smack should be sometimes in the first quarter of this year, if all goes well. Hark, hear the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say ding dong and gay. There we go. Comme disait l'autre, on peut toujours s'arranger avec moi. Now, before I get cancelled, this is a verbatim line from La Surprise de César, an Asterix cartoon. So I apologize for the accent. That's how it goes in the movie. You know, whoever suggested this is gonna like it too much. Oh, I'm well aware! Very well aware, Coco. But I figured they're not asking me to roleplay this. So, Ah, yeah, look at that orange. I believe the equivalent to this would be fluorescent orange, which I believe I own. Yes, I do. I just saw it in Copics. I wanted to use the brown, but I figured this would give her hair a nice bright pop. Since there's so much cool colors on this one. All right. I'm gonna hang her up. I don't want to overwork her because then she'll get all muddy with the kind of colors that I have. So you know what that means? Where is the bell? Can't hear the bell. There is the bell. Ding, fries are done. I work at Burger King making flame broiled Whoppers. I wear paper hats. Would you like an apple pie with that? Wheel of morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we shall learn. And the third prompt is Cosmos from Xenosaga. Get a little vertical card. Come here, baby. My table is at an angle, can you tell? You're not doing anything, sure. I know. I'm having a sip. There we go. Alright, let's see if I can sharpen this up a little bit without ruining my life. Fuck. Ruined my life. I just wanted it a little sharper. And of course the friggin' thing falls on the floor. Don't worry guys, the cosmos is coming. I just wanted it a little sharper, but apparently I'm not allowed. You solid? Okay. I like these pencils to sketch, but sometimes they're... Nice little slap across the lid. Frustration. You always ask me for the difficult shit. But then again, what would be the point of a challenge if I don't actually challenge myself? Which was the whole point of asking you guys what you want to see me draw. It's just that complaining is part of the process, okay? Si je me plains pas, le dessin il sort pas. That's how it works. Here we go. I really gotta stop holding my breath when I do this stuff. Ugh. You gotta love that little pineapple thing going on up there. That sure is a design. A busy one, but a design. I think I'm gonna need a 20-minute break just sketching that. Gonna take off the extra lead. Well, I should say graphite. Pencil leads haven't been lead in like, I don't know, a century now? Since forever. I gotta keep a close eye on my reference if I don't want to mess up my liner color, but I probably will. Because as I said at the beginning of the live stream, we're not allowed to have nice things. Blah blah blah, complain, complain. If there's one thing that's not going to change, is that how much I actually enjoy drawing here. There's something oddly freeing about it. I forgot the hair under a visor because, well, this is the first time I've drawn this character. Should probably render her hair a bit more over here. There we go, that's better. Oof. And we're done the line art for this one. Oh, hi, Paul. Looks awesome so far. Thank you, Paul. This is Cosmos from the Xenos Saga game. Probably a series. I don't know. I don't play Xenos games. And we're down to the last prompt. And I almost fell on my ass because I completely missed my armchair. There we go. Last prompt. What's it gonna be? Wheel of Morality. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we shall learn. And the last prompt is Toru from his Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. I think the colors are gonna be nice for this character. Come here, card. One more sip of water because it's very important to stay hydrated, folks. So yeah, Paul, you probably noticed the stream avatars are not on screen today. I don't know what's going on. Stream avatar decided to only work in full screen mode. I can't put it back down to window mode, and full screen mode completely ruins the display. And I don't know why it doesn't go back down to Windows mode. So I had to turn the avatars off for today. Hopefully I'll have the problem fixed by tomorrow. If not, I don't know what's going to happen with that. Stream Avatar has been giving us issues at the end of last year, so yeah. It's up in the air, see if I'll bring them back. If the software keeps giving me grief like that. If you're wondering about the pencil sharpener, it's coming. It's in Toronto right now, so it should be here by this week. the proportions of this character. Oh me, oh my. Of course, it'd be easier if I was actually able to use my current sharpener correctly, but that's probably my own fault for not changing the blades. I checked your store this morning and had a laugh when I saw Football Peach sold. Yeah, it was actually a request. As in, the client that bought it specifically asked if I still had it. And I was like, yeah, it's still there. And then, do you have this other one and this other one? And I was like, yeah. And I go, well, I'm going to buy them this weekend. The words were not out of the customer's mouth. They were already in his inbox. In his shopping cart. I'm not arguing. If it makes someone happy, good for them. You were probably aiming to go and buy it, weren't you? It's so nice to get to draw traditionally. I mean, as long as I get to draw traditionally, digitally, as long as I get to draw. That's all I'm asking. It's something that makes me very happy, so I'll do it until my arms fall off. I don't care. Oh, she's cute. Oh, she's cute. I did a good job. Watch me fuck it up as I ink her. I'm glad that he purchased it. Me too. Like that, I was able to buy a new brush rinser because my mom asked to buy my old one. You see, it goes full circle like this. You get me money, and I'm able to get more art supplies so I can make more art so you guys can buy it, and I get more money so I can buy more art supplies. It's a never-ending cycle. Is a circle of art. 'Cause I love to draw. And I can't draw if I don't have supplies. Oh, look, a cease and desist by Disney. I swear, if one day I get a cease and desist for my singing, of all things, oh, there will be laughter. There will be laughter. Because the way I see it, if you feel like my art and or my singing threatens your brand, hire me. Like that, I'll be your brand and you have nothing to complain about. Mwahahaha. Oh, this feels loose, so you're going on the side because I don't want to lose you on my floor. I recently cleaned up under my desk and I couldn't find something that I know I dropped back there. So if I have a monster that swallows art supplies that fall behind my desk, I don't want to lose a cap. I already lost a Sharpie cap like yesterday. So I don't want to risk it. Right now I got a Q-Pop, Q-Pot, I think the brand is. I got a Q-Pot cover, usually meant for pencils to put in your pencil case. I got one taped to the Sharpie that lost its cap, so yeah. Man, this would work so much better if I didn't forget half the line art. If only I was competent. Wow, I shocked even the music. There. Now we're gonna let her dry and bring back Cosmos. Oops. Would work better if I actually put some tack under there so she actually sticks. Because we're not going to lick the back to get it to stick. That's disgusting. It's not a stamp. I'm feeling a little crampy in my left hand, so just gonna have a little sippy break. I also put some lip balm on because I have dry lips. Because talking all the time and holding your breath while you ink, that does a number on your lips. Or, you know, belting out bitchin' tunes. That'll do that too. What's fun about all this erasing is that I get to play cards right after it. Doot doot. Now, let's do the red accents, quote unquote. Gotta make sure I'm still in the shot. It's kinda not really fun trying to watch me draw if you guys can't see me draw. I love brush nibs. I can use broad nibs, but I never do. My ideal marker would just be brush nibs. The rare times I use brush nibs is either when I need to fill out a large area, whether by hand or by airbrush, because that's what you want for marker-based airbrushes. You want the broad nib. Even if for some odd reason when using the Okuhu ones, you have to put the marker in upside down and at an angle, both at the same time. That is very, very weird. And I don't know why it kind of forces you to do that, because otherwise it's a perfectly normal marker. Snap, crackle, pop, there goes my fingers. like the way this is coming out. I could use black. I'm allowed black. But then where would be the fun? I do use white though. Watch me use white as soon as I'm done click-a-cracking in your ears. Boink, boink. Boink, boink. And a little shine here. The shine here is okay. A little extra shine here. A bit here, a bit here, a bit here. A bit here, a bit here, a bit here. Of course, you gotta put shine in the hair. Never be afraid to add a little shine. Shine is nice. I like shine. Want to make me happy? Put some shine. Shine, shine, shine. And here we go for Cosmos. That's a pretty good Cosmos, if I like to say so myself. Considering the colors I had, that's pretty good. Because of course it's important to have reference, especially with characters that you've never drawn before. And even with characters that heck, even with characters that you've created, it's good to have reference. Or characters that you work with, like, all the friggin' time, like Daisy. I had a reference for Daisy, even if I did not have a reference for Taco, but I should. The fun part about having rules in art is that you can break them however you like. Alright, Toru! La la la. Shaky, shaky, shaky. No, you know what? I'm gonna do her entire hair this nice bright orange, and I will do the color on the ends with a darker color. Why? Because I do what I want. Like I said earlier, I don't have a lot of control on what's going on in the Colors of the Month live stream challenge. So whatever little control I can have, I will take. Don't be afraid to layer. la la la. For those wondering, I am using the Ohuhu blender pen to take off some of the color on purpose. And finally, of course, my beloved Posca pen for the eye shines, or also known as the catch lights. This is the trick that will liven up your drawing every single time. The catch lights. Very important. You can also go ahead and use some in the hair. Really, I cannot say enough good things about the concept of the shine. The shine is what will elevate your art. You just can't go wrong with a good eye shine. And with that, we are done with today's prompt. I'm just gonna give her a little bit of shadow in the eye. There we go. As it dries, it's going to get lighter. And we're done for today. So I'm just going to loosen this wire real quick, so I can back up the camera so we can see all the cards. I like that the camera pretty much behaved today, actually. We couldn't get the stream avatar going normally, but the camera itself decided not to twist itself too much, so that's nice. So we're going to put that a little higher so we can see the cards as best I can, as the camera allows. So we have Toru from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. We have Cosmos from Xenosaga. Thank you for a fun show, Sharon. You're welcome, Paul. Thank you for enjoying it. We have Daisy playing with a huge balloon, which is not sus at all. And finally, we have Taco meeting public domain Mickey. No, I'm not the one that put it there. It was a request on my Instagram. I promise. And of course, it's the end of the show, so you know what's gonna happen. Extra special thanks to my supporters. Emma B. Paul K. Miss Nevis, David F. Marianne J. Carl Bloke, your continued support is immensely appreciated. I was able to get myself another brush rinser since Mom wants my old one. Couldn't do it without you guys' support. Of course, the next live stream is going to be tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. Of course, I still have bootleg cookies stories. Why are you surprised? Well, 1 p.m. Eastern, that's my time, not your time, maybe your time. I don't know your time, I don't know your life. Hope you guys had fun watching me draw this. I had a lot of fun drawing it. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. I love you all, and bye-bye.